Hello, this is a really rough version of my pitch for LATCH. I'm sure I'll have something better at the pitch meeting, but I'm just going to get it out there for now. So yeah, LATCH. In LATCH, you play as a baby alien parasite trapped on a spaceship searching for its lost mum. The alien must latch onto and take control of the passengers and crew in hopes of commandeering the ship. It will have to constantly switch between hosts as they offer different skills and weapons that are essential for navigating the various areas. If the host dies, the Latcher will revert to its weak, defenseless state and must stealthily scuttle through vents in search of its next unsuspecting victim. The gameplay loop begins with the Latcher utilising its surroundings as it creeps in the shadows, along walls and under tables. Many areas of the ship are inaccessible without a human host, as hand scanners and surveillance cameras prevent doors from opening. Once a host is located, you must creep behind them until close enough to jump up and latch. From there, the player can explore more of the ship. Some light stealth elements can be employed during this phase, but detection is inevitable as the host movement becomes puppet-like and inhuman. Kind of think like Octodad, like ragdoll physics type stuff. The humans on board will then detect you and become aggressive, using the host skills and items. Using the host skills and items, for example, it could be holding a frying pan and be particularly good at throwing kitchen utensils. The Latched can now fight back. Killing may not always be the best course of action though. Stunning an enemy saves them as a backup host, if luck with the current one diminishes. As the Latcher grows, it gains the ability to create a stronger symbiotic bond. One of these abilities is to absorb memories. The Latcher can retain the skills of its hosts, selecting which ones to take forward into the next. Like a mini character creator, you can create builds on the fly, allocating these skills into limited slots. For example, you may have absorbed 4 speed skills that can be combined to create a very fast host. Or another example could be if you're in like a platforming area and you might want to invest more into jump height or something like that. Another ability is to mutate your host. Combining your DNA with theirs causes extra tentacle-like limbs to sprout, allowing for more and heavier things to be carried. One of the final abilities the Latcher develops is to divide. When enough biomass is absorbed, the Latcher splits off and duplicates itself. Because the alien operates as a hive mind, control can be switched between Latchers, allowing for complex tasks involving multiple hosts to be performed. The story and themes of Latch focus on the other side of the sci-fi horror genre, and asks the question, how would a facehugger feel? A scared alien baby lost in space hunted by spacemen may lash out, but wouldn't you in the same situation? This spin on the genre opens a lot of doors to comedy and parody. The Latcher will eventually be hunted by an Ellen Ripley knockoff, but instead of being the protagonist like in Alien, she is the antagonist like the alien in Alien. So just kind of flipping those tropes on their head, essentially. As the Latcher continues to search for its mother, it discovers the true nature of humans. The Latcher didn't just happen to board the ship. It was put there deliberately to test its abilities. A secret government program was being developed, designed to weaponize the alien, using it to create a hive mind army that could turn any enemy onto their side. The player will learn that the humans aboard the ship are as much as a rat in a maze as the Latcher is. At this point, the Latcher has absorbed the memories of the pilot and has the option to return home, but this would be at the cost of its siblings being altered and weaponized. So, losing a piece of its innocence, the Latcher sets a course to the a military space station testing facility where its siblings are. Unfortunately, some of the Latchers have already been modified to fight their own kind. As the Latcher slowly wins this intra-species battle, it discovers that its mother, the Queen Latcher, is contained at the facility and is the key to the human control of the hive mind. So, the baby alien must kill its own mother in a harrowing final matricidal boss battle. And as the final kind of ending screen is shown, as the station crumbles and the liberated LATCH's swarm, the camera pans down, revealing planet Earth as like a dark spin and showing that humans have really kind of fucked themselves over. Much like my other game concepts, I envision a simple cartoony art style. This is because it will allow for a full amount of asset creation with the variety of characters and props needed to keep the game fresh throughout. Additionally, due to the fact that this project is restricted by the time and resource constraints of a student game, going for an indie game aesthetic versus AAA will give LATCH a achievable professional polish instead of something that feels spread thin as we work outside of our means. As well as characters and props, a modular set of interior spaceship pieces like hallways, doorways, bedrooms, kitchens, break rooms, bathrooms, cryostasis chambers, surveillance, cockpit, communication, power generation, air filtration, medical bay, or a VR room should be developed. For easy level creation. With this approach, we can create long maze-like levels that will, with the low poly assets and the amount of visual obstruction, making occlusion culling very effective, we shouldn't have an issue with performance. Lastly, specific set piece and environmental storytelling elements will be implemented to add a bit of decoration to the levels, and destructible and physics objects will make the world feel a lot more interactive. Lastly, this idea for LATCH has only been brewing in my little brain for two days now, so I'm sure there's a lot more ideas to come. But if you have any ideas or criticism about my idea, then I'd love to hear it. It's still early days, and yeah, I plan to make quite a lot more concept art for this one. I feel like out of all the ideas I have, this feels like the most kind of concise in a way, and yeah, a lot of the ideas might just bloat things, like, you know, it's weird because you want to put ideas down, but then at the same time in a pitch you kind of just want to keep it, you know, keep it clean. But either way, yeah, that is LATCH.